Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going over my TBR for January, and the theme here is going to be finishing up a series that I started but have yet to finish. There's quite a few. I wanted to do this so I could clear off a bunch at the beginning so I can start more series basically. Because I don't want to start more and then have this many that are unfinished, because I know this isn't even all of the ones that I have that are unfinished, but here are some of them. So the first series and first two books that I would like to add to my TBR are from the Twisted series by Ana Huang. So I still need to read Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies. I think Twisted Hate is the third book and then Twisted Lies is the fourth. I've heard good things about both of these, but I've also heard bad things about both of these. So I think that's why I keep putting it off. I do have high hope because I liked the first two. I definitely like the second one more than the first, but I also love these covers. So I really need to knock this off, especially since I want to start her new series that she started writing last year. And then I have Blissful Hook. This is the second book in the Swift Hat Trick trilogy by Hannah Cohen. And I've been putting this one off because I know there's a trope in here that I don't like. So I'm very, very, very nervous. But I have so many of her other books, and even though this is a trilogy, it's still connected to all the other series. Like, she has a reading order in all of the books. So I really am trying to follow the reading order, which I have been so far because I read the first book and then there was a novella, then it's this. So, wish me luck. I will read this. I love hockey romance, so it will cancel out the fact that it's a trope I don't like. And then I would like to finish off what is currently the last book in a Never After novel series by Emily McIntyre. So I have Crossed by Emily McIntyre. This is the last one that's out currently. I think she said that there's going to be one more in the series, but it's not out yet. So I do want to catch up, and I almost read this in my last video in December, but I just couldn't do it because I was trying to cram so many books in, and this is a little thicker than what I was reading at that time. So I have high hopes that I can knock this one out this month. And then I have book 2 and 3 in the Windy City series by Liz Tomford. So I have The Right Move and Caught Up. I would love to read these two. I'm putting both on here because I think the second I read the second one, I'll get hooked and I'll want to read the next one. So I'm putting them both on here, even though they're both kind of bigger. But I love these covers. They are so pretty. And I've heard really, really good things about both. There is, I believe, a fourth book coming out this year. So I definitely want to catch up and be up to date on everything by then. And then I have the second book in the Tattered Curtain series by Greer Rivers, and that's Rouge. I kept saying Rogue, and it's definitely Rouge. But, that was the bookmark. But I believe this was a darker romance, and I think it's a little bit of like a retelling. I know the first one was a Phantom of the Opera retelling. It was like a dark twist on it. Okay, so it says, this is not retelling. Rouge is a dark, modern-day, spicy re-imaging that transforms classic tragedies such as Romeo and Juliet into a dark and twisty HEAs. Either way, this is the next book in the series, and I did pre-order the third book, so I need to read this. And then I have the second book in the Legacy of the Gods series by Rena Kent. I've heard really, really, really good things about the series, and I loved the first book. Although I don't remember too much about it now. I don't remember when I read it last year, but it's been a while. It says, the princess is taken by the god of pain. And I do love this cover. It's giving very much dark romance vibes, and I am super excited. I'm trying really hard to get this done before there's no light left to do this. And then I have the second book in the Desolation series by Courtney Keisel. And I started this series in December of 2023, so this one has just started, but I want to keep it going so I have the momentum. I have The Promised Prince, I do really like these covers, and this is more of like a YA read. And I think this one is about a girl who falls in love with a prince, but she finds out he's a prince later on, but he's basically already betrothed to somebody else, and he does fall for her as well. So it's kind of forbidden slash you like can't have what you want. And I do know it has something to do with like he basically is betrothed because he needs that alliance with that kingdom. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but I am excited. I did enjoy the first book in the series a lot. I gave it 4 stars, so high hopes. So now we are going to go into 2 series that I read last year, but it had to be at the beginning of the year because it has been a long time since I've mentioned any of these. So I have the second book in the Plated Prisoners series by Raven Kennedy, and I have seen this all over. I just have never picked the next book up, and I don't know why. I think I was already on the verge of like being in a reading slump when I read the first one, which I did enjoy the first one. I rated it 4 stars, I believe. So I think it'll still be a good series. I think I just need to get back into it. So I'm gonna try. So we have Glint. And another series that I have not touched for a while, which is what is it called? The Shades of Magic series by B.E. Schwab. And I'm going to read the second book, which is A Gathering of Shadows. I read the first one for book club at the beginning of 2023. I want to say it was like March or April when I read it. And then I just never picked it up again. I think I rated the first one either a 3 or a 4. I remember being interested and like saying I would be interested in reading the rest of the series, so I bought the books, but then I just never picked them up again. Because I kind of wasn't sure how the story is going to continue, because the first book, honestly, I think you could have ended it there. So I am intrigued, and I did hear that the 4th book is now coming out, which I hope I can find the 4th book in the same design that I have the others. I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully I will be reading this in January. I do realize that this is more of an ambitious TBR for me because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 11 books on here. So I don't think I'll read them all, but I really, really, really want to focus this month on getting some series done or getting further along in the series. So fingers crossed I stick with it. So here is an overview of all the books that are on my TBR for this month. And I have high hopes. I think I'm going to read Twisted Hate soon. Probably within the next day or 2 to get me started. So if there are any books that you saw that I should probably move up on my TBR or like I should read right away from that list, let me know. Or if there's any of the series that were mentioned that you've read and you love, just comment down below, let me know. I would love to hear it and get some inspo to read these and finally cross them off my TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I will actually read some of these and complete some series this year so I can read some more and start some more. Just a whole spiral of events. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.